everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Camille and Makawa is over there. Laying down. He's sleeping.
Hi.
As you can see, my sister is here. She'll be here for the next few episodes because I'm still at my parents' house. Okay, so for this video, as you can see from the title, we are going to resume the CashualChuck solo episodes for the guys. So now we are going to watch Pablo's episode because she wanted to watch Pablo's episode. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
It's okay to make mistakes, but don't.
I don't think we need English sub for this one.
Sino ang pinakamatagal mag-ayos?
Hi!
Sino? Si Pablo. Guessing Pablo, since this is Pablo's episode.
He's a Virgo. Virgo are usually
Huh?
Virgo. He's a Virgo, right? Virgo
I don't
are
remember.
usually into how they look. I think
Oh, so he takes longer.
maybe. I take longer than you. Although Tita is a Virgo, but she's so fast.
But that's Tita.
Everybody would love a taste of Pablo's life, having his own family business and the utmost respect from his co-members and fans. Pablo's life seems perfect, yet the truth is completely different. Not too long ago,
Which one is that, guys?
he has been put in the shadows even though his role with SB19 is supposed to be significant. There were moments that his work wasn't even acknowledged.
Yeah, I
He is
remember
also
that.
seen
You
as a
remember that?
member who is the strongest
You told me about
personality,
it,
which
yeah.
most people don't understand. But I'm telling you, Pablo's story is a revelation because it proves otherwise, and you're about to hear it. So sit back and enjoy because it's going to be a heck of a ride.
See, I want kind of like Pablo's hair there, but in purple.
Gianpaolo Nase was born and raised in Imus, Cavite. He's the second-born child along with two sisters and two brothers. Their mom took care of them while their dad provided for them financially from overseas. Pablo grew up as a shy kid who tends to space out, and because of that, he sometimes wandered off of their pack when they were outside. There was a time when their family was in the mall and he suddenly went missing.
Oh no.
They panicked for a little bit, only to find him urinating on a plant in the corner. There was also another time when he fell into the canal.
Oh no.
Pablo's childhood was never boring because he was surrounded
Mercy.
by a
Oh,
loving
that looks so much like him, though.
family. As a teenager, Pablo was very active in sports. In fact, he made it to his high school's varsity basketball team playing the point guard position.
I feel like they all play basketball because I know Ken played basketball too. Did Josh play?
I mean,
Behind
it's
the
the
scenes,
Philippines.
his passion for
National
music got
sport.
ignited when he found the hip-hop artists like Eminem, Glock 9, G-Dragon, Looney, and NF. This is when he started writing songs in secret as an outlet for his emotions. He kept the dream of performing to himself because of his shy attitude. Most families in the Philippines believe that going overseas will set you up for life, and Pablo's family wasn't a stranger to that. He initially took up accountancy in college because the job was in demand abroad. But he immediately regretted it and felt that the course wasn't for him. He loved writing songs and wanted to
we
get
changed
better at
our
it, so he decided
major
to
so
shift
many
his course
times.
to a Bachelor of Arts in English. This is when he started learning about poetry and different types of literature, which definitely played a big role in the future.
Yeah, that helped him
In his
with
senior
like
year,
writing
his younger
lyrics.
siblings started going to college as well, and their family's income was no longer enough to keep them all in school. So he started working as a call center agent at night while
There's no financial aid in the Philippines, right? Is there financial aid in the Philippines?
studying in the
not.
morning. He worked a full 9-hour shift and also full-time in school. Honestly, I couldn't imagine how he survived all that, but he did. He got his bachelor's degree in English, and according to some sources, if only he wasn't a shifter, he would have graduated cum laude. He's a smart dude for sure, and also a responsible one. He was so responsible that after graduating, he immediately went to work as a data analyst for a real estate company to
I
help
remember
provide
this.
for his family. It was a stressful job, but he was able to cope by watching his favorite K-drama.
What's wrong
From
with
then
the
on,
secretary
everything
game?
was smooth sailing. until the big what if started bothering him. Deep inside, he had this unfinished business of making music. So one day, he decided to follow his passion while keeping his full-time job. He started joining rap battles and competitions as a soloist.
Oh wow.
He initially wanted to use C's mic as a screen name, which has a double entendre
Yeah,
for
you
size.
remember this one, right?
But he
Yeah.
never managed to share it because he is a shy dude, so he always ended up telling his real name instead. To this day, that screen name remained to be in Pablo's username on his social media accounts. If you want to know more about the meaning of it, check out the video I made about it. Link in the description. You can also join the highest tier membership if you want to support me and also be credited as one of the executive producers.
I don't think I saw that one.
Going back, Pablo kept competing despite not winning until one fateful night when Miss Honganda
Half
of
Moon.
ShowBT found him in
Oh,
a
I
contest.
wanna hear him perform Half Moon. Remember that song? You'll know it once you hear it.
She offered to train him as a solo artist but ended up becoming the leader of the boy group that would end up rewriting Filipino music history. They underwent a Korean training style that is notorious for pushing trainees to their absolute limits.
What
Pablo
challenge
reached a
was
point
that?
that it became too difficult for him that he had to choose between his job and
Oh,
the training.
no. Okay, so that's
Yep.
the. Oh, you see this Quentu Juan? That's one of the episodes that they want us to watch.
Okay.
Too difficult for
should
him that he
watch
had to choose between his job and the training. Realizing that he was only half step in, he decided to go all in by quitting his job. He told his mom about it, and as expected, his decision was questioned. But she
Wait,
did
is that Pablo?
Yes.
What is that?
chasing it.
I just saw his nunal. Is that the old light stick? That's where the old light
With
stick.
his job gone, comes
What
no
is
income.
that?
Life became so hard for Pablo that he had to skip meals and sleep in their camp just to extend his remaining money for commuting back home every few days because his home was
It's so
miles away.
far. That seems so
In order
far
to
away,
survive,
no?
he performed in different Korean events with his group called PHP, which was also composed of other ShowBT trainees. This went on for 3 years. Fast forward to 2018, SB19 was formed and they debuted with a song called Tila Luha, which
Wow,
was
you're
written
so
by none
young.
other than Pablo. This was the song that was supposed to capture the hearts of the Filipino people, but sadly, barely anyone cared about it. The same thing happened to their second single, Go Up. This was supposed to be the time when he could tell his parents that he has finally made it, but instead, it became the reason why he started to question himself. This was a major blow to his confidence, so he shut himself off from the public and did some quote-unquote unspeakable things. If it wasn't for George and Pablo's faith in God, he wouldn't be here today. This was
Hey guys, it's Camille. I'm editing the video and I just wanted to drop this message. Remember that you're not alone and you are loved, and asking for help is a sign of strength and it's the first step towards healing.
Hi, it's Isha. I just wanted to add that there's no shame in asking for help and being vulnerable about your feelings.
also around the time when he wrote the song La Luna, which exactly described the situation he was in. It's so wild knowing that his recent song actually came from several years back, and there's no telling how many he's already done because he describes himself as someone who always writes music. When the Go Up Dance Practice video was uploaded, their popularity snowballed. A follow-up song was released called Alab, which was also written by
I
him,
didn't
but the
listen to
fans
this one yet.
noticed that something was wrong. Pablo's name was nowhere to be found in the credits, and when the movie Game Boys was released, SB19's Hanggang sa Huli was the original soundtrack, and it happened
did I
again.
know that?
Twitter fans went ballistic, and there was even a movement that encouraged
I told you
everyone
about
to
this,
mass
right?
email ShowBT just to give him the credit he deserved. Thankfully, it was heard. If it wasn't for 18, maybe Pablo wouldn't have gotten the music royalties he has now. So what exactly is it that people don't understand about Pablo? Most people would say it's his sassy attitude, but I beg to disagree. We learned in his story that he's arguably the most introverted person in this group, and Stell perfectly described it in this clip.
Nung una, ang weird niya po, nagsasalita mag-isa, parang bigla na lang siya
I
nagagano.
played this in the car.
Sa isang tabi po, nakatayo siya sa gilid. Tapos may training kami, tapos biglang gaganon. Tapos biglang gaganon siya. Gaganon po siya sa gilid.
Some fans and even him also think that he's the worst dancer among them, but his co-members think otherwise.
I'm really bad
Wow,
at
the
memorizing
black hero
steps.
on Still is
Yeah, I'm really, really
good.
bad. So
But
I
you're a good
take
dancer.
extra time.
But you're a good
practicing.
dancer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think
He
he's a
doesn't
good,
even tell
like,
us
he's
that he
really
can
good
back
right now.
Yeah. Maybe like he just took a while. Maybe he has like he's a slow learner, right? There's some people who are slow learner, but they could still do it.
He's also a gamer. He even used his favorite video game character as an inspiration for one of his songs.
Witcher.
Talk about a game changer. Most people think he's a poet, but he describes himself more as a bard who tells his stories through his music. Music that transcends generations and is backed up by recognition.
The winner of this season of the Juki Music Awards is Pablo. Congratulations.
The winner of the Composer of the Year award goes to John Paulo Nasser. Congratulations.
Year was 2021.
He can sing, he can rap, he can shoot, he can pop, he can play, he can snap, he can flip,
Snap.
and he can't stop. Pablo's mind is a race, and he's always 5 steps ahead of us. He does what he does because he strives for perfection, which brings us to the most misunderstood thing about him, his reputation as a genius. Sometimes it makes me wonder, why does Pablo keep on asking this question?
Why us? Why are we here right now?
The answer for me is the lesson I learned from his story. I learned that the person performs better when there's no safety net. He had no plan B. Pablo gave up everything and decided to go all in by focusing on getting better at his craft. He believed that failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So he made the world his library to become the best version of himself and became the guy who worked while others slept. The guy who learned while others partied. The guy who led while others followed. The guy who lived like others only dreamed of.
Oh, that
A
was
leader
good.
has the capacity to translate vision into reality. And that's the answer to Pablo's why.
That was it?
It's short.
Yeah, I feel like I felt that's shorter than the other ones. What do you think? I like the last part when he was like, while others dreamt he lit. What was it?
Just repeat it.
Do it.
He made the world his library. The guy who learned while others partied. The guy who led while others followed. The guy who lived like others only dreamed of.
Yeah.
A leader has the capacity to translate vision into reality.
Oh, Hollywood.
And that's the answer to Pablo's
Pablo's
why.
why. Towards the end of the video, he was like saying how he didn't have a safety net, right? Like he just like went all in. Kind of reminded me of you.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, you gotta go all in.
That's what my sister does.
Yeah,
Or did.
okay, what are you talking about now? Like with my work?
No, I mean like even from the beginning, like like doing massage, and then you left your jobs
I always quit.
to have your own business.
Yeah. You gotta go all in. Well, logically, right? Most people, we follow what the mind, what the logic says, what seems realistic. And then you'll do that, and then you realize it's either you're not happy, you're burned out, and then you just gotta go follow your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys,
It's not easy though, because
It's
it's
not.
scary. It's scary. You have to jump, and then you fall, and then you're like, shit, what do I do?
See, I'm too scared to do that, especially if I have Makoa to take care
Oh
of.
yeah, I
have a child. It's Makoa.
I had the luxury to follow my heart.
Yeah. I'm kind of doing it now, doing YouTube, guys.
Well, everyone has different
Paths in life.
roads and different things that works for them.
Yeah.
For me, I can't. Well, if we're talking about human design, for me, I can't do that because as a reflector, you get really influenced by the environment. So if you're in an unhappy environment, you're gonna be unhappy, and then not having a consistent energy flow. So I just really have to hone in to what I feel happy, and I don't I don't feel drained doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys want to know more about human design, go talk to her.
I looked up SB19's human design.
That could be a different conversation. That didn't take too long. Maybe one of the lives.
I'm not really good at explaining.
Yeah, you have to tell them first what human design is.
Oh, but I'm not really good at explaining.
If any of you guys know human design, leave a comment down below.
yeah.
She looks at the comments too, so she might reply to you. Alright, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one, which I think is Stell's episode. I think Stell's the last one left. Alright, thank you. Salamat!